yet another interesting edition of the program, Counting the Years in Love. This is a program designed for couples who have been married for years. We bring them here to come share their marital experiences with us. Of course, you and I know that there is no perfect marriage because we've got ups and downs in marriages, but how this couple are able to put things in order and make it work for them and live happily after ever is what's really very important in this program. And I want to believe that at the end of the program, you'll pick one or two things from our discussion. I am E. Wonder. We have an amazing couple that we'll be talking to today, and after the break, I'll introduce them. Stay with us. The program is Counting the Years in Love. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in and joining us, the program is Counting the Years in Love. And my guest couple today is Mr. and Mrs. Martin Johnson. Hello, you're welcome. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Welcome on the program. We're so glad to have you. Very, very happy to have you on the program today. Okay, so straight up, the program is Counting the Years in Love. How long have you been married?
It's 19 years now.
Wow, 19 solid years. Just looking at you, we don't know. It's so good to know, so good to know. So, how did you meet?
Well, really we met in our church.
Okay.
Yeah, so we met, we've been in the church for long. I've not seen her, you know, just to one day when she was asked to do something in the church, so I looked straight to her. So wow, so we have somebody like this in this church.
Wow, this is really damn sad.
So since then, my eyes have been on her, and I think I walk up to her, and we, you know, and that's how we start. So along, we have to know ourselves more better.
So when he walked up to you, can you remember those words he said to you?
Wow.
I know 19 years ago, yeah, or even before, because you've been married now for like 19. So I'm sure there was a period of courtship and all of that. So can you recall what he told you the very first day he met you?
Well, what he told me was very funny.
Okay.
Somebody walking to you and telling you, you are my wife. It looks funny.
Just like that.
You are my wife. I'm going to marry you. I'm meant to marry you.
Are you
I was
serious?
like, what are you talking about? Please, I didn't take it serious. I was like, what kind of language is that?
Okay.
But what I noticed that he continued hunting for me as if any area I'm going to, I'll find out that by the time I get down from the taxi and look back, I will see him.
Serious?
So it was a very tough one because I didn't say yes to such kind of approach for the beginning.
Okay.
Because we are in a church, and the normal process is going to the pastor and then getting back to me.
Okay, so when did you take him seriously?
Well, this happened in 1999 precisely. So throughout that year, it was towards the end of that year I began to, because it was really consistent.
Okay.
And I started giving it a second thought.
So, how did he propose? When you took him seriously, did he have to come all over again? Or you just said, okay, I've heard. I just want to hear that time, how it happened. Yes, very, very important.
Wow,
Can you recall how you proposed to her? Apart from the first time that you told her she was going to be your wife, was there any formal kind of proposal afterwards?
Really, what really happened there is when she became giving me the tough time, I have to bring up the seriousness that I'm not here for just friendship.
Okay, you're not here to play.
I'm not here to play game. So she asked me she also asked me, what do I really want? Okay. She just want to know what I need from her. And I told her that I'm coming out for marriage. It's okay. If that's the case that he wants me to know the parents first. And that was the first step that I ever taken in my life, because going all the way from here to East, that's how.
Okay, you met here in Lagos?
Yeah, we met here in Lagos.
Okay.
So that's how we started, and I made the journey. The very first journey, it wasn't easy one, because getting to East, I want to show myself that, as somebody is coming all the way from Lagos. I was on will I say suit or coat that day, but getting there, I arrived at the junction of the area, the village.
Okay.
Hovering. It was the downpour was much. This suit or this coat become more heavier. So the experience wasn't easy. So finally, we met with the parents, and that was, in fact, it's like that. There was a wedding there when I met with the parents. A lot of, preparation, knowing me and that, and a lot of questions from the mother. They want to know me more better. What do I need from the daughter and all this? And I explained myself. So it's okay. The mother prayed. I think the father was alive.
Of course, doing that alone was enough satisfaction that yes, he really didn't come to play. He's serious. He came for marriage. Okay, so there was something I was actually fascinated about meeting her for the very first time and saying, you'll be my wife, that kind of a thing. There's this thing about people saying wife material, husband material. How do you determine a wife or a husband material? You will answer that after the break. So we'll go on another break. When we return, we'll continue with the program, Counting the Years in Love. Stay tuned. Back. If you're just joining us, the program is Counting the Years in Love, and our guest couple is Mr. and Mrs. Martin Johnson. Wow, well done. So before the break, I was asking how you determine a wife or a husband material. Like a lot of people were like, no, she's a wife material, he's a husband material. When he did all of that, asking you to be his wife, that you be his wife the very first time, what kind of impression, how did it cut across to you actually?
Wow. Actually, his persistence really drew my attention. For me to really ask him, what do you really want? Okay. And I've been seeing him in the church. He works with the pastor of the church. It's one of the protocols. Yes, he works with the pastor. So when I asked him and he said this is his reason, he's not coming for any other thing but for marriage. So I began to give it a second thought.
Okay.
And that is just...
So was it because of his persistence that made you see him like a husband material?
Not really.
Okay.
Is
you saw other things in him, you weighed other things, and you were able to say, okay, yeah, I think I can consider him for marriage.
The major thing there is that my when I thought about, my spirit accepted him, as in my being. You know, it's not about seeing as in other physical things can be there, but inside me, he was accepted.
Okay.
As in, I can work with this person. We can do things together.
Okay.
That's the major thing, apart from first sight.
Okay. Okay, so after you went to the village, introducing him to your people and all of that, how long did you court? Did you go straight to marriage, or there was a period of courtship? For how long?
It's a period of courtship, because after coming down, you know, already I've given him the confidence that I'm not here to play. So we court for some months before we go for marriage.
Some months.
It's not even, we don't waste time.
Okay, so what was that thing he did during courtship? You know, how many months to be precise?
Court for
6 months, 4 months,
it's not even
3
up to
months.
4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months. Okay, so what was that thing he did? Because you were not seeing him more often, you took him more seriously, you paid more attention to him. Of course, you have to study the man you want to be with for the rest of your life. So what was that thing he did during that period of courtship that you'd be like, are you sure I'm in for this? Is what I want to go in for? What's that thing? I want to know.
Well, during that time, you know, he tries as much as he can.
Okay.
To make me believe he can take good care of me.
To make you happy.
As in he can meet up.
Okay.
And whatever it is, he's here for me, not just as a husband, as a brother, and as a father. So he was showing me evidence of I am able, I can do it, we can do it together.
So within that period, did you see anything in her that you just didn't think, you mean she displays this kind of attitude? What was it that to you should have been a signal, a flashpoint, like, are you sure I really want to go in for this?
Really, during that period, because you know, she was also hiding some character.
Of course.
So at times unknowing to her, it will flash out.
Okay.
So then I used to see her as somebody that, you know, quick to react to.
Okay, she gets angry easily.
Get angry easily.
Short-tempered, okay.
But along the line, when she find out that, you know, this guy is serious, maybe when we have come into ourselves very well, she now, you know, put away those character. So that makes me relax.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's interesting. So finally, how did you get to find out her ring size? Did you ask her? Did you ask a friend? Did you steal her ring? Or how did you find out her ring size?
Wow, that's another part of it, because I went to market, because when I get to market, I got a ring. The ring I got wasn't her size. It was a big. My own self, I tested mine over there. Her own was somehow tied.
So you didn't look for any means of knowing her ring size. You just went ahead.
I want to give her a surprise. So I tried to, but luckily for me that day it was a bit, you know, a bit tight.
Okay.
But it was okay.
Okay, so it was okay. Sorry. That's good to know. So when you saw the ring, what was the feeling like? Was it on the wedding day, or there was, of course, an engagement? You had an engagement before the wedding, or it just came as a surprise during the wedding?
Well, it came as a surprise during the wedding.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. What was the first major crisis you had in your marriage? Wow. And how did you tackle it?
Wow. I have there's these two major experience I had in this marriage. The first one was the case of a strange woman.
Okay.
I had 2 kids. I was in Lagos. My husband was working in Bonny, somewhere in
Bonny Airline.
Bonny Airline, Port Harcourt, River State. Okay.
So one day he just came back from work unexpectedly, and he was like, "There's this woman that that asked me to marry her."
He just came.
I just came up to me and asked me to marry her, and why he came back was the woman told him that they need to get married, and he was like, "No, I have a wife and 2 kids." The woman was like, "Your wife will not be the problem and the kids. Don't worry, I'm going to travel to Lagos. I will settle it with your wife."
Serious matter.
So I don't know the tension and whatever that happened there, but I just saw my husband go. And I said, "What happened?" He said, "Did anybody come here?" I said, "I didn't see any visitor." It was like somebody, I said, "Just like that, the woman walked to you and said you should marry him, just like that, marry her." I said, "Okay, no problem. I didn't see any visitor, but I'm waiting for the visitor to come."
Okay.
So it was a very bad one, as in I didn't know what would have happened, but I know all from onset we started in the Lord, and I decided to dwell with that same God. So what I did was I ran to my church, went to the altar and prayed, and came back home and started waiting for the strange woman. But till today, he didn't come. But there's something that happened. Even when he came back, it was like before then, somebody just called me, one of his family, and said, "This is what is happening." So when he came back, I said, "No, my husband, one thing about it is that I knew him. I knew him. So I get to understand him and take him the way he is." So, and I believe that life is of stages, as in when it comes, there's always a passing through. And when that passing through comes, you must always pass through to another stage. So I settled it that no matter what it is, this is my home and this is my marriage. So when I heard that call and when he came back and said that, and I was like, "Not you. How can somebody walk up to you and say, 'Marry me'? No, you can't just, it will not happen. Because I didn't take I married anybody's own. This is my own." So I really gave him this confidence that nothing is happening. I don't even want to believe what is happening. But if that woman have confidence to come to my house, definitely God is going to take care of it.
So in all sincerity.
In all sincerity, trust.
Okay.
It helps him.
Okay.
Because by the time he gets to understand that this woman trusted me so much,
okay,
he decided to.
You mean the trust is that big that you didn't ask him for a moment, "Hello"? A woman can't just come and say, "Marry me." Probably were you dating her? You didn't ask all the questions.
I did. Yes, I did. I asked the question.
Okay.
So, but it was like, no, it's his friend. They will always tell you one story or the other. So I don't want to start dragging that.
Okay,
so
of course, I'm not in position to ask that question.
Exactly.
But since you asked the question, it's all good.
Yes, I did. I did.
All right.
So, and second one was this experience, In fact, I use this one most of the time when I come across a crisis in marriage, especially when the woman confides in me and tell me this is what is happening in the case of maybe fighting or beating up or misunderstanding.
Yeah.
God really taught me a very big lesson. It's a great experience that I share with women when I see them going through the same problem. That was years ago. Anywhere I am, I try to do something for God. So I was in a choir in my church. And anytime I didn't go for rehearsal, my choir master would always come home. "Why didn't you come today?" Because he knows there's a part I played there.
Right.
So because he comes anytime I'm not available in the rehearsal, I don't know the news. My husband one man used to go and come and visit your wife anytime they're not around. So, and this man sincerely will always come to look for me. So that particular day he came after choir rehearsal because he always passed through my house. He walked in. So when he came back, immediately the man came. I just saw him walked in from his office. He just came back and said, "I don't want to see this person again. I don't want to see this person. Tell this man not to cross my house." I said, "D," because I used to call him D. I said, "D, but he's my choir master. You know him too well." He said, "I've told you I don't want to." So in my heart, I was like, why is he angry this way? Okay. Is there any problem between two of them before now that I didn't know, or is there anything? But to me, I just thought that maybe he was angry or coming back home unhappy and met him. I didn't take it serious. This is just it.
Okay.
So, but he asked me to tell the guy not to come here again.
Okay.
I said, how will he say I should go and do it anyhow? So I ignored it. Okay. Because I was like, how will I walk to the choir master and say, don't come to my house again? so eventually the man came another different day, and it was a serious war. For the first time in my life, my husband hit me as in. So I look at it and said, this is the end of this marriage. Why will he beat me because of what? my choir master came to look for me because I didn't come to rehearsal. And it was a very, in fact, I didn't know the marriage would have succeeded to this moment, because that particular action would have break
the marriage.
Up the marriage.
All right, praise God, it still lasted. All right, sir. How did you manage that crisis situation then? After the break, you led us into that. All right, so we'll be going on another break. When we return, we'll continue with the program. Stay tuned. Back. The program is Counting the Years in Love, and our guest couple is Mr. and Mrs. Martin Johnson. An interesting one so far. If you're just joining us, you've missed a lot, but of course you can still join and enjoy the rest of the program. All right, so before the break, I was asking how you were able to manage that challenge, because that's a very big one. A challenge that is big enough to almost break your home, of course, is a very big one. How did you manage it? How did you put it under control?
Wow, she really flashed me back to terrible days, really, that scenario on that very day was like, when the devil comes into a marriage, he wants to make sure it brings in misunderstanding that will end up the relationship. Really what happened that day was what she just explained, and that very day was very, 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 I don't know how to put it. It was a day I thought our marriage would have come to an end, but thank God that I can still calm down on my own after I have to go on a corner and think everything all over again. And there is one advice that my pastor always tell me to the congregation, that when you have misunderstanding with your wife, you don't let it go down that day, that you should make sure you settle whatever that. So I try to let her calm down. That same night, I still walk up to her because that's the very first time I would lay my hands on her. So I blamed myself, I regret my act, and I walk up to her, I begged her. I know it's devils.
Okay, so what did you learn from that experience?
Really, I learned a lot. Fresh love, that's how it is.
So
always.
At what stage of your marriage did this happen?
That was the early
first 5 years?
Yeah, no, first 3-4 years.
Okay.
So it was still fresh, So one who just bought a new car and somebody wants to crash my car, comes to crash my car. So what really happened is that very day I have to walk up to her, beg her that it will not repeat itself again, that I've learned my lesson, and she was okay.
All right, praise God. I mean, today we're counting 19 years already from that experience. Okay, so who compromises more between the two of you? When things happen, who lets go? Who just says?
I always be the first to let go, because I don't have that mind to keep things in me for long. So whenever there is misunderstanding, maybe jokingly I would just hit her, or just say something funny to make her laugh over it, or if she was still born, but I'll still make sure I grab her and it will be all over.
Okay,
Yes.
that's good to know. So, of course, you kept quiet. I'm sure it's the truth. Okay, so we don't have too much time. Before we let you go, I'd just like you to say something to the viewers, the people watching. What advice do you have for them? You've been married for 19, counting 20, going 20, right? So what do you have, with everything that you have experienced in your marriage, what do you have to tell people watching you, intending couples, married couples? Just say something to them.
Okay. With the experience I had so far for these whole years of 19 years, in it, I just want to encourage every couple out there. Women, we have 99% of work to do in our homes. And God is depending much on us. That is why he said, the wise one builds, the wise woman builds, while the foolish one pulls down. Let's get to understand our partner. When we understand our partner, it will be easier for us. Every man, what every man needs is respect. Even the love is the man that gives you love. All you need is total submissive. And in little respect, it shows the man. They will mesmerize you with love.
Oh my God.
So I want to encourage us there. It is just total submissive. And God will surely see us through. You know, everything in life has time. Life is passing through. There will always be a time when trials will come. But with God in our life and in our family, we will conquer all and stand out to testify to his glory in Jesus' name.
Amen. What about you, sir?
Oh, she said it all.
Okay.
Marriage is a place, is a university on its own. So if you are in it, you should know that you expect a lot of things, funny things to come in. Then another one is for you to trust one another no matter what, no matter whoever comes tells you, or just make sure you know who you're married to and you trust that person. I mean, you will surely conquer whatever temptation that comes in. Trust your partner and move ahead.
Wow, thank you very much. Ma, when last did he sing to you actually? When last did he serenade you? Has he ever done that? Your husband? He has never.
I can't remember.
Well, thank God for counting the years in
Wow.
love. So you have the opportunity of doing so today. So can you please serenade this beautiful woman you've got by your side?
Loving you is the cause of beautiful.
Wow.
The hour of loving you is all I want to do. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la.
Wow.
That's beautiful. So where did that
All for
come
me.
from? All for you,
All for
madam.
me.
Oh my God. Wow, so good. Beautiful reenacting your love for your woman, for your wife. It's very, very lovely. Wow, thank you so much for coming on the program. Wow, viewers, this is the much we can take. I'm sure you enjoyed today's edition of the program. Next time we'll come your way with another interesting package on the program, Counting the Years in Love. You heard the advice that was given. Putting God first in your relationship is very key. Sometimes all the trust and everything could be devil, but when the devil comes in, imagine what almost broke their relationship. Yes, say, be guided, the things you allow people come tell you about your relationship, about your marriage. Thank you so much. Till I come your way again next time, always be good. On behalf of the production team, we say thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Bye-bye.